and welcome to the RIVIVE Hydration Station Introduction webinar. Thank you very much for being here. I would greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to us. My name is Justin Dunn. That's my mug there on the screen. I'm the Field Marketing Manager here at Haws. Our goal today is to introduce you to this exciting new product and to give you some information on what makes us different as a company and what makes this product different and unique from what is currently available on the market. So with no further delay, this here is our new product. This is RIVIVE. Ta-da! And if you've not seen it before, it has a much more modern, nice, new, sleek look to it. Our engineers here at Haws just absolutely knocked it out of the park with this product, and they have worked so incredibly hard to provide something that is carefully designed and engineered to correct many of the issues that there are with products that are currently on the market. In a fashion that has worked with us before, we've taken everybody that is involved with getting one of these on the wall in your facility, etc., into consideration and built features into this, a rich assortment of features to benefit everybody involved. Okay, this is a very nice upgrade to what is currently available on the bottle filler and in the hydration space. So I'm very excited to share this with you. And again, thank you for being here to learn about it. So, what is RIVIVE? Right? To put it simply, this is hydration made easy. This product is the new generation of drinking fountain and bottle filler equipment, a combination of our tried and true drinking fountains that we've been manufacturing since 1906 and new, exciting technology intended to vastly improve on what is currently available in the market. RIVIVE, that term, specifically refers to the bottle filler system, either configured as a standalone bottle filler system or paired with a single or dual fountain system as a complete package. I can tell you now that after a few weeks of working in the field, talking to our engineer friends across the country, hitting the trade shows, hosting webinars like this, that everyone is already very excited about the product and greatly appreciative of the work and attention that we've poured into this to help alleviate the pain points that they've had with other available products. Okay, now here we have the starting lineup for RIVIVE. These are the models that we launched on August 1st, with more to come, of course, but with how popular the 1001 and the 1011 series is, we wanted to be the first, these to be the first models to be included with the RIVIVE bottle filler with it. And as you can see, we have both chilled, non-chilled options, standalone bottle fillers, and drinking fountain and bottle filler combination units. Great for new projects or for retrofits, right? If this is going into the drawing, the plan, and this is, pre-build, this is a great selection of products to, in combination with what Haws already offers, in what is a long list of bottle fillers and drinking fountains available to you. Or if your facility just needs an update, right? You need bottle fillers on the wall. You need accessibility and fountains and a bottle filler all in one, etc. This is a great option. We can do that, no problem at all. But this is the initial lineup, and I hope you like it. To begin with, I want to make an important note here. So if you are already aware of Haws and our 2000 series in the past, then you are going to be very happy to learn that this is essentially Hydration Station 2.0. The original 2000 series was a big hit. We've been using it for years, with hotels to schools and everything in between, but it needed an upgrade. right? We have to update the features that everybody loved, that people are used to, and create a new product to evolve this. And the Revive Hydration Station is that upgrade. Okay. We will begin officially sunsetting the 2000 series next year, but for now, both are still available. Just know that this is a direct upgrade with meaningful features that have been added that I'll cover here shortly. Okay, so start saying wave slowly to the 2000S and the SMS and say hello to the 2000HS and HSSM. The new 2000 series includes both a recessed bottle filler station, that's the 2000 HS, and a surface mounted bottle filler, both capable of providing chilled water through several means, one being the first unit and that you see there on the left. The 2000 HSA.8 includes the louvered panel below the bottle filler where you can conveniently place your Haws HCR8 chiller. Or you can mount either the HS or HSSM and utilize the HCR8 chiller without the louvered panel if that's what you prefer. If there's room adjacent to the bottle filler or in a ceiling space where the chiller can be located, then you can do that instead. You just need a ventilated space nearby as close to those units as possible, and you can still add a remote chiller to it, although the unit with the louvered panel there, it looks like it's the whole package. It looks really nice. It's nice and clean looking. And then you have storage for the chiller directly under the unit. Okay. With that said, if you do have that room nearby, you can use that. And of course, your other option is simply to not chill the water if you don't need to, right? Perhaps it's already nice, cool water in your walls. All options here on the page and the ones I'm about to cover are all capable of providing ADA accessibility for wheelchair access, so long as the units are installed in accordance with our installation drawings. Okay, every single one of them fully capable of that. And then a last note here, all of the Revive bottle fillers include the option for either a strainer or a filter. And I'll speak more in depth on that momentarily. That is a wildly different feature that we are including with these products that is vastly different than what's available on the market. It shouldn't take too much getting used to. It is going to greatly simplify the way that you interact with this product. Okay. But this is the standalone bottle filler options. Just remember, chilled or non-chilled, recessed or surface mounted, capable of ADA compliance, and then you have an option for filter or strainer included with every single unit. This next page is where we start to integrate the drinking fountains along with the new Revive. Both a single and high-low option are available. These are the 1001 HSA.8 and the 1011 HSA.8. You can tell by the louvered panels there below them that they are both chilled. Okay, that is always an indicator that there is a chiller included as it needs that ventilation. These are also fully capable of helping you accomplish that ADA accessibility and include a non-chilled version in its sister units on the next page. We also have a kind of a new approach to these types of units. We want to make ordering these, interacting with these, specifying these as easy as possible. And we've done a lot of work with these. And we have a new what you see is what you get approach to these products. So when you order the 1001 HSA.8, everything that you see there, including the chiller, is going to come with that package. All in that nice, simple, short, sweet model number. Okay. And that goes, again, for its sister units in the non-chilled options here. Okay, you have the 1001 HSA and the 1011 HSA. And I hope everyone appreciates that's the simplified model numbering system we're using on our products now. No more deciphering a 15-digit long alphanumeric riddle. No more. We've simplified things for you across, when you look at that model number, everything is right there in that package. Okay. It's not some crazy code that you need to get your decoder ring out for to figure out if it's chilled, is it filtered, is it yada, yada, yada. Everything is included in this, and it is greatly simplified. Okay. And with these two models, the primary difference, again, that they're non-chilled options, but every facility needs multiple solutions and products, and this is just another tool in your tool belt. For those who may prefer non-chilled, maybe lower energy consumption, or maybe already have nice, cool water available in the walls, right? I mean, regionally, there are just areas where you can simply not chill the water. It's already cold. So lots of options in your tool belt here from the Revive line. Continuing, and I think this is one of the most impactful changes that our team has come up with. I think this is incredible. I think it's a incredibly important, and I think it simplifies this product for everybody that is here on this webinar that is going to utilize this product. So speaking of simplifying the product from a model numbering standpoint, you no longer need to do detective work to determine if the product is filtered or if it's not filtered. Every single unit comes with both options. Okay, every single unit. It comes with a filter and it comes with a strainer. And you can decide which it is that you prefer to install and simply shelf the cartridge that you don't use. You can install the 3,000 gallon industry leading filter or the 5-year strainer if you'd prefer non-filtered water. That's totally fine. You'll have the strainer intact. It'll filter the larger debris. Just won't do the heavy lifting that 3,000 gallon filter will do, but that's your choice as a facility, right? Maybe your facility is already filtering the water back behind the wall. Either way, whatever the scenario is, you'll have both options at your fingertips. Okay. No need to buy 2 different models anymore. Okay. Both cartridges are RFID tagged and they communicate directly with the bottle filler. The Revive will simply identify which cartridge has been installed and then automatically adjust and perform accordingly. It is really cool. It's highly unique to the product and greatly simplifies ordering. And then if you change your mind later and you say, well, we don't need to filter our water, or hey, we really need to filter our water, you can simply make the choice to change it later. Our biggest competitive advantages for this product, starting with these particular product features. These are some of the things that we have worked hardest on, some of the things that we think customers have come to expect from this type of product. Things that are impactful for those that are going to be using this for a really long time, and that are going to want this product to be something that is easy to live with. That it's going to go on the wall, it's not going to cause problems, it is going to sit and it is going to serve the public and be an excellent addition to whatever facility it is that you ended up installing it into. With that in mind, very easy to install. We made this just an absolute breeze to get into the wall. We think plumbers and contractors alike are going to love the features that we have included to simplify this product, to make their lives a little bit easier. Because when it comes to new buildings and new projects, they have a lot of these to install. And this has some great features, some of which I'm going to cover in more detail here in a little bit that I think you're going to really appreciate. Highly intuitive programming on here too. Very simple secret menu button. You can see the menu up there at the top right here. This screen, this display, has a secret feature that will allow you to interact with it using up, down, and select buttons to change various different settings. You can change the sensor sensitivity. You can change how bright the bottle filler light is. You can check the filter status. You can check for error codes, right? If something does go wrong, we want you to be able to very quickly determine what it is that's wrong. We don't want you guessing. We don't want you having to fish around in there and stuff like that. You can simply call tech support, say, this is the code I got, and they can deliver you an answer and get the unit back up to speed without all the nonsense in between. We can make it a very simple, very straightforward process. And then and with other features in there. So lots of different stuff in the menu that you can interact with and that you can adjust, and which is, again, another feature that's highly unique to our product here at Haws. It also includes smart energy savings modes. So it puts the unit into what we call a sleep mode after a period of non-use. Okay, if you have a facility where the lights are off, everybody's gone home, there is no sense in chilling the water all night long, right? Or if it's a school, chilling the water all summer, or whatever it happens to be, right? If that there's no need. It's a waste of energy, and it's unnecessary. So we have a smart energy savings mode. We have a Monday through Friday schedule that you can set, and a Saturday through Sunday schedule that you can set as well, so that you can actually tell the unit to go to sleep, to shut down and stop chilling during certain periods of time. Okay, highly unique to us. Also, 16 gauge stainless steel bottle filling area. You're going to see a lot of plastic out there in the other units. This has a nice, sturdy stainless steel construction, highly vandal resistant, and again, just a much nicer aesthetic, nice, clean, sharp lines on this, and it looks really good. It looks like a modern drinking fountain, not something, we just slap some lipstick on from the 90s. This is a brand new, nice looking product, okay? Now, best in class sensor. Absolutely. I've watched our engineers do some absolutely insane things to the sensor that we have here. This isn't like your typical, light laser where you're breaking a beam and it's firing. This is a special sensor, time to destination sensor. Think sonar. Think it's sending a pulse out and sensing you and sensing how quickly it gets that pulse back. You can scratch it, stab it, whatever, goop it up, and it will continue to work. You really need to do a lot of work to damage that sensor. We'll cover that a little bit more. Filter life resets automatically on filter replacement. There's no extra steps. Slap in a new filter, close the panel, and you're off to the races. And then the bottle filler can be maintained, and this is huge. And you may not know this is huge, but it's a big issue for those who are maintaining these. The bottle filler and its parts can be maintained through the front of the panel, through the front of the unit, without having to remove the fountains, the back panels, and dedicating an extra hour or more to taking the unit apart. Is very easily accessible through hidden fasteners, and allows those that have to maintain this to access the very important features of this, like the sensor, like the back panel, like the supply line, all those things, very easily accessible. This unit is titled Thoughtfully Engineered, and we have some of the absolute best here. I'm incredibly proud as an employee of Haws of the people and the minds and the creativity that we have in this building. We're all located in one spot. We're in Sparks, Nevada. If you're not familiar with Sparks, Nevada, it's Reno, Nevada, Tahoe, Nevada, that area right there. In our facility in Sparks, and we have some incredible people here, and they have truly thoughtfully engineered this product. We have included features that we think are going to be very meaningful to you. Number one is the appeal, right? It doesn't look like some outdated bottle filler that you decided to slap on the wall. This is modern. It's nice. It's sharp looking. Has it's incredibly intuitive to work on, to interact with, and to help you save and keep plastic bottles out of those landfills, right? I'm always carrying my bottle with me. It's also field configurable with that filtration, which is, again, incredibly important. You can choose, you have the freedom, and you can just specify or order one single model. No need to, again, figure out that feature on what's available now. It's all engineered, designed, and assembled all here in the USA. Enhanced hygienic features on here too. This includes an auto purge as standard on the unit that will automatically, every 24 hours of non-use, drain the system. And enough so that it is meaningful, that it's clearing out the unit and getting the water moving in the wall so that we're preventing any bacterial growth in those lines. Okay. Shut off to minimize any misuse, right? If somebody actually does tamper or cover the sensor, it has an auto shut off that will prevent that from continuing to run. Easy drain removal for cleaning, and an offset drain to reduce splashing. That bottle filler won't go directly into the drain. It will hit and gently drain into an offset drain to prevent any backsplash and spread of bacteria. So ideal for, I mean, hospitals, labs, places where that is incredibly important. And then compliance, of course, always a huge conversation here at Haws. 34-inch height for ADA compliance, and of course, I mean, and this has been true for, as you know, since before the 90s, but 100% lead-free waterways, of course, and always true for our products. Highly reliable, durably built, stainless steel construction that is of a high gauge of stainless steel, 16 gauge stainless steel. Okay, what you're typically going to find out there is 18 to 20 gauge steel, stainless steel, 16 much thicker gauge of stainless steel, and more appropriate for areas where you might have less supervision. The unit might be left alone. Somebody could come across it and try to do some damage, or it could just get hit through normal day-to-day activities. This is thick gauge stainless steel, very tough, very durable. That best-in-class sensor, I'm not kidding when I'm saying that you could really go to town on that thing with your keys, with it really doesn't matter, barring any like insane amount of damage, like you can't hit it with a sledgehammer or anything. Well, I don't know. I don't think we used a sledgehammer, but probably not, right? So highly vandal resistant, scratch resistant. That's sensors in public are always a failure point. It doesn't matter if it's the hand towel dispenser or a faucet, automatic toilet. As far as plumbing features go and etc., sensors are a weak point. People can tamper with these, people can mess with these, and we've built and provided a sensor that is just incredible for this use. Energy savings, so much more so than anything else on the market. It conserves energy, allowing itself to turn off and shut that chilling down when the unit is not in use. Okay, set that Monday through Friday schedule, set the Saturday through Sunday schedule. If you're out of the office at 5, you can have it shut off, at 5, and it'll start chilling, an hour before or when the building opens. That's huge. Really, really, really excellent. Robust bubbler head too. It features anti-rotational heads on it. They are attached firmly in place. It also has self-regulating flow and eliminates the need to adjust the varying incoming water pressures. Okay, there is a high PSI range where the bubbler can then handle and dial back any surges in pressure. Okay. And that anti-rotational feature, that's really quite important. I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm talking about, but that bubbler head that's on there, you can't just grab it and twist it. Okay. Which means it's far less likely that it's going to be out of place during activation, less likely that it's going to break. For any of our competitors, if you happen to be on the webinar, hi, and it's me that's rotating your bubbler heads. Um, Ease of install. This is really important. Tiny footprint of this thing. We wanted something that was going to be that you didn't have to include any major construction and changes to get this in the wall. Okay. The bottle filler, like you see there on the right, it fits in a 2x4 constructed wall between 16-inch on center studs, ensuring a absolute straightforward piece of cake installation. You don't have to move the studs. You don't have to adjust them. You don't have to do anything else. Coat a hole in the drywall, hook up your supply and your drain, your power, and you're good to go. There's nothing else needed. It's a tiny, tiny footprint, making it incredibly easy to get on the wall. And that goes for way more than that unit, but we'll talk more about installation and stuff like that too. But highly intuitive installation. Okay. All of the water stops, the electrical junction, the drain connection, etc., all front accessible, all accessible through the panels that are on the front of the unit. You don't have to completely take this thing apart to get to any of those utilities. We also included a self-squaring mounting system. Our mounting system includes a couple simple devices that keep the frame perfectly square for the installation. Okay, and then through the removal of a couple simple screws, after it's installed, it's good to go. So there's a couple arms that brace it and keep it ready for installation and perfectly square for that installation. We also have matched competitive specifications. So if you are used to competitive models and what it is that they provide and you like that, I like that you like that. And what we've done is we have matched those specifications and improved on those specifications. We've matched what you're used to and included meaningful, rich features in this unit that we think you are going to really appreciate. And only serves to enhance the Haws hydration portfolio. And we think with this in combination with the other products available, really make for a project that is going to look good, it's going to function well, and for a very long time. Now, for ease of maintenance, okay, this is what I was talking about. I love this picture. This is the front removable access panel. Okay, there are several hidden fasteners that allow you to take that bottle filler face and simply tilt it away from the wall, giving you access to all of the electronics and replaceable parts that are behind it, right? If something does happen, it doesn't need to be a nightmare to get this thing back up and running. Okay, so we've simplified this for you. We've made it as easy as possible. The filter is also front accessible, very easy to get to, and I have a very cool feature that I'm going to show off to you here shortly. We have a very user-friendly interface and the programming. Even if you are not well-versed in our products or in our electric water coolers, which has a very similar feature, or bottle fillers in general, you can easily navigate the menu on this, get the answers that you need, or change the settings that you want to set up. It is really quite cool. The face or the product actually includes a battery backup as well. So if you have a power loss in the facility, you don't have to go around and reprogram all of the units. That is all saved. The filter life is saved. Your sensor sensitivity is saved. Everything is actively saved on the board, so there's no having to go back and reset and get your facility up and running. Once power is returned, it will simply operate as normal. And that hygienic, that 24-hour purge, it can't be overstated. Waterborne pathogens are like Legionella are more and more an important talking point. If you have stagnant water sitting for too long, you are going to get bacteria in the line, and it can be potentially harmful to you and to other people that are utilizing these units. So 24-hour purge is all but a pretty standardized feature for us going forward as Haws. So that we think this is incredibly important. It has been included on the Revive unit and will automatically flush that system out every 24 hours. So you're getting crisp, clean water, good clean water out of these units. And then, of course, quick on-site support. Easy access QR codes that allow you to get the documentation you need, how-to videos starring the marketing team here at Haws, online documentation and technical support as you need it. Which is going to bring us to the key differentiators that we're going to dive into. Some of the things that are most unique about this product. Okay, we essentially took the list of what everyone didn't like about competitive units currently on the market, and we fixed those things. Okay, this list shows some of those key differentiators that I'm going to cover with you more in depth. And the list starts with ease of installation, and it includes solutions to problems that have been plaguing contractors and plumbers alike. And no engineer wants how the heck do you install this thing phone call. And so we've tried to correct that to make it as simple as possible. Also included is the filter configuration. No other manufacturer simplifies the specification process like this. There's one model, and it is both filtered and non-filtered. It's your choice, and that's just so unique. And for the third differentiator, we have our building engineer, facility maintenance friends in mind, and we've made filter access and maintenance an absolute breeze. And I'm going to show you that very cool feature there on number 3 here momentarily. And then last but not least, that best-in-class sensor eliminating weak points on the public. And I've got some cool pictures to show you guys here because we like to punish our stuff here. We like to take it in the back of the facility, and we like to set it up and have our engineers punish it. Really try to damage it and try to discover weak points in the units here before they ever hit the market. So, and I've got some cool stuff to show you in line with that, which is, I think, pretty fun. Now, this feature it's huge. It aligns directly with what we did with our 1200 series in making the unit easier to install and easier to incorporate into the building by shrinking the footprint. Okay. This time not on the face of the wall, but inside the wall. The new Revive can be installed into your standard depth metal stud or wood stud wall. It only requires 5.5 inches to install the unit, while competition requires up to 8 inches of depth in that wall, either requiring the architect to design the wall for the product, or that they install the unit against a wet room, storage closet, etc., to fit the unit, but expose the back end of it into that adjacent space. The dimension features open up a huge amount of opportunities for this product in your facility, allowing for a wider array of installation locations across your facility. An absolute piece of cake to install. Now, another frustrating feature of competitive products is the drain stack configuration. Okay, I can already feel several of you probably nodding your heads on the other end of this. You can see the drain stack highlighted in blue here on the drawings, the drain stack here. Okay. Um, and this is our configuration. And it again fits within a 2x6 wall cavity. And we've simplified the drain system from the bottle filler by providing enough room for a T connection to the drinking fountain from the bottle filler. And by designing this side with a shared trap rather than requiring a separate trap for both sides. Okay. For some of you, this is going to be absolutely huge. And here you can see the drain stack configuration for a competitive product, this one being the LK, and some feedback directly from the installers regarding their drain installation woes. Okay. They just don't provide clear guidance on how you are to connect the drain of the bottle filler and the fountain without the trap interfering or installing a third trap, making the installation even more complicated. It's clear, crystal clear from the reviews that we've gathered that those installing these are frustrated. And if you have to figure this out from scratch and don't have any previous experience or tricks up your sleeve for this particular unit or line of products and for how to do this, then you're going to have a bad day. And I quote, "The bottle filler drain design is not good either. It's quite obvious that the designer or engineers of this product have never installed one themselves." And my favorite quote, and we highlighted a small section, but I really want everyone to soak this up. I've called and talked to two different engineers. They both told me that it's a hard install. That is all the both of them offered to me as far as help. And I think that's really quite powerful feedback. And this is the type of stuff that we took to heart. This is what we hunted down. This is what we wanted from the internet, from the feedback from our plumber friends and contractors, so that we could hear and listen to these complaints and these issues, and we could correct those to try to make this much easier. Now, without getting overly complicated, which I can do, and I could draw this out. This is going to be a very long webinar, but I won't do that. And I don't want to explain the entire new installation process, which many of you probably are already familiar with. I'll just say that the Haws requires only 2 visits from the electrician during the installation from a new build construction installation or even a retrofit, while the competition requires 3 separate visits. Okay, that's one specialist stopping for the electrician to visit, and then again and again. Okay, what we've done is limited the number of visits that is required for the Haws, which is all in thanks to very clever design considerations from our engineers, positioning all of the terminations accessible behind just the bottom panel, rather than behind the upper panel, which is what is common, and requiring the plumber to stop and again the electrician to visit on 3 separate occasions to finish the installation. So we decided to correct that. With the dimensions of the Revive, I think you'll be happy to learn that whether you've ever had to integrate a competitive model into a design or not, that the new Haws Revive fits neatly into a 5.5-inch deep wall, while competitive units, again, need that 8-inch deep wall cavity to install the product, meaning generally you better not have anything going on the other side of the wall, because it's, again, its back end is going to be sticking out deep enough that hopefully you don't have anything over there, but this, again, opens up the opportunities for Revive. You're not cornered on where you can put one of these, which I think is huge. And then last note, all models include equal or better dimensions than the competitive units, and when installed correctly has a bottle stand for the filler that sits under 34 inches from the floor, making accessibility a breeze. And it makes the bottle filler even more universally accessible for those utilizing a wheelchair, perhaps using prosthetic limbs, or and maybe have extremes of physical stature and things of that note. Okay. Our team has also simplified access to the water stop. the electrical junction box, the drain connections, and the filter, all in one single area via a front accessible panel. The 2000 HS is only dimensionally 14.5 inches wide and fits between 16-inch on-center studs, and it's only 3.5 inches deep, giving it a very, very small footprint. And in that small footprint, we wanted to provide that, and with that, we needed to create a creative way to access the filter. Okay, and I present to you our solution. Our code name for this product was the DeLorean, which I think was so cool to begin with. And I think this slide makes it obvious why. I mean, full stainless steel construction, swing out filter feature. Come on. It won't take you back to the future, but it will provide your dated bottle filler option and bring that into the future. This swing out filter feature allows us to provide that small footprint and to make filter access and changes an absolute breeze. And again, we'll accept either the strainer or filter pending the facility's needs. You simply grab it, rotate it out, give it a quarter turn, remove it, and slap in a new one, and swing it back into the unit, and you are done. The unit will recognize the new filter via the RFID and reset to 0 gallons out of 3,000 gallons used for the filter, and you'll be good to go. Or if you put the strainer in, it will act accordingly. And now that we've talked about the 2000H and a few slides back, and we've kind of focused on that, here we have the 2000H SSM, the wall-mounted version. This also includes that swivel-out filter, and similar to its brother, the 2000HS, it has a very small footprint on the wall. Most importantly, the depth of the unit is only, again, 5.25 inches from the wall, while competitive units, in a similar fashion as they needed that deep 8-inch deep wall space, competitive units need 8.75 inches from the wall out. This means we're taking up far less space, intruding into the hallways, walkways, break rooms, and so on. So very little space needed, and it gives it a nice lower profile, which gives it a much more modern look and feel to it. Now we've included that front accessible bottle filler maintenance, allowing for access to all of the internal components when the maintenance is required. And there's a couple points here. So there's 3 fasteners that you need to get to, and they're well hidden, so not anybody can just discover them. But if you do need to get in there, that's as simply as it is. And the front panel is removable. You can get back there very quickly, very easily, to access that space. And I want you to consider how much time it takes to remove the fountains entirely, disconnect the units, remove the back panels just to get to a couple simple components. And this is just a huge point of contention with those that have had to work on this thing, and we have simply fixed that. Now, rest assured, I mentioned earlier that the new RIVIVE hydration station has been extensively punished by our engineers, all in an effort to determine just how vandal resistant it really is. This includes 2,000 sensor impacts, testing of the waterproofing of the sensor electronics, sensor screwdriver impacts, where my amigo and the engineers got to do their best Norman Bates impression. And you can see in the bottom left photo a total of 57 pounds sitting directly on the sensor lens for 2 minutes. The sensor in particular is going to be, it's a huge game changer. These are common weak points in just about everything. Now, also included was 4 million water hammer cycles on the strainers. An 80-pound weekend-long creep test was done of the VHB. or what's otherwise known as double-sided tape. 3M double-sided tape, to be specific, that we use. And to nobody's surprise here, or to anybody that is familiar with our family of products and fountains, our fountains remain awesome and can support up to 292 pounds of weight directly on the fountain arm before any sort of failure, which is, I mean, just huge. And if you think about it too, I mean, I remember being a kid, I was a turd. I would like karate kick drinking fountain buttons in public and things of that nature. Um, and we have truly some incredibly high bando resistant features on this, stuff that we worked really hard on, and we think you will really greatly appreciate. Key considerations by industry. I put a quick list together of things that I think you should be considering. So I took a couple general industries and I laid out a couple features that I thought and the team thought would be highly beneficial, things that need to be thought about feature-wise for these types of industries and facilities. And I wanted to share those with you real quick. So to begin with, I was thinking about education. And I was thinking about the type of facility that is, what happens within those walls, who are the customers of this bottle filler and drinking fountain systems. And I'm not saying I'm honestly much more mature as an adult, maybe slightly. But children are children. Kids are kids, and they're going to be kids. And even at a university age, I was quite wild, and I can attest for some of my coworkers being exactly the same way. But vandal resistance is so important, right? You've got that best-in-class sensor, all stainless steel construction, industry-leading push button. If you're not familiar with our 5874 push buttons, they are incredibly tough. They are a solid single-piece bar stock fashioned button system. Okay, we took it's machined out of a single piece of steel. They're incredibly tough. They're unique, front accessible. They're awesome. And the anti-rotational bubbler heads. Even at my local gym, I've seen the guy grab the bubbler head and twist it so he could fill his bottle filler up off the side. We want those locked in place. I don't know if you know this, but the angle of those bubbler heads is specific for a reason. It's based on anthropometrics and how you might use it from a wheelchair and things of that nature. So it's really important that those stay put. Just add a bottle filler. Hygienic features, that 24-hour purge. There are times when the school's empty, when there's nobody in these facilities, right? And we need to keep those lines clean. Touchless bottle filler activation, simple drain cleaning. And then from a sustainability standpoint, I think that's important for every facility, but easily programmable settings, chiller energy savings, and then that LED electronic bottle display, I think is incredibly important. From a transportation standpoint, you're on the go, you're moving, you're getting through the airport, through the train station, whatever it happens to be. These are high traffic areas, places where the maintenance team has to work overtime to keep these things working correctly. And we don't want that. We want this to be simple. We want them to have to be able to take their minds off of these units, right? So front access maintenance, easy filter replacement, filter selection, flexibility, right? Again, filtered or non-filtered, it's up to them. And then user-friendly programming. You don't have to go look up a video just to change the sensor settings. It's a piece of cake. Vandal resistance, to a high degree, right? Again, people are using these constant. I've seen lines at the airport that are crazy just to fill up your bottle filler. Speaking of which, high level of fill rate for these things, so customers can fill up, grab the water, and go without having to sit there and wait for a, measly 0.5 GPM fill rate that's going to take forever. You've got your big bottle with you, and you need to hit the road, so very fast fill rate on this thing. And then it's aesthetically appealing, modern design. It blends with modern architecture and design. And we think that is incredibly important. And then last that I was thinking about, healthcare. From a hygienic standpoint, how important is that? 24-hour purge, Offset drain placement so you don't have splashback of bacteria, simple drain cleaning, touchless bottle filler activation, and from a maintenance and serviceability standpoint, also in a similar way to the transportation areas, they're building engineers, etc. These are busy, busy people, right? They want to go make sure the hospital's functioning correctly and so on. They don't want to have to worry about the bottle fillers. So incredibly easy to maintain and service, and then a high level of vandal resistance. Okay. Now, one incredibly important thing I want to point out to you here, hawsco.com/revive. Okay, or hawsco.com. Incredible resource. Our website is top notch. This is a really excellent tool. If you go to the product homepage, you're going to find all sorts of tools. You'll find the list price there. You'll find even the images on the website that's something you can save. They're in PNG format. You can find out where to purchase these. You can find all the documentation, specs, etc. Okay. But if you go to hawsco.com/revive, this is a specific Revive landing page, and you'll find it incredibly helpful. Okay. Lots of tools available, technical support tools, CAD and Revit, master spec. It's available. The product is also available on CAD details, and then very shortly here, BIM object. The Haws hydration portfolio. We've been talking about Revive this entire time, but this is just one tool in the tool belt. This is just one product of a huge line of solutions for your facilities. Okay. Some of those include outdoor installations for fountains and bottle fillers, indoor electric water coolers, or bottle fillers only. There's a whole lineup of products that are available to ensure that your project comes together the way it's supposed to come together. Okay, so keep that in mind. Reach out to us if you need anything, etc. Just with some information. That's our Haws customer service phone number and toll-free number and their email address. Our customer service cannot be matched. The folks we have over in customer service are incredibly talented, very helpful at any time. Oh yeah, I see. Yay, I won. Thanks. You're welcome, Eric. Congratulations. Our customer service is just incredible. So please reach out to them if you have questions. If you already own the product, if you're looking to get additional questions asked about the product, our Haws technical support team is awesome. That's their phone number, their email, and both of which a great starting place if you don't want to reach out to them directly. The chat feature on www.hawsco.com. Awesome tool. Utilize it, visit the website, get whatever you need. There's so many resources there, access to videos, walkthroughs, spec documents, and so on. And that live chat feature in the bottom right, use it. They answer immediately. I think you'll love it. Okay. And visit the website, sign up for our newsletter. We greatly appreciate that, so you can stay in touch with us. We'll send very little communication. We don't overwhelm you, I promise, but you'll get updates on what's new from Haws and things match upcoming webinars starring yours truly and things of that sort. Okay, so congratulations to Eric again, and thank you everybody for being here. We greatly appreciate it as a company, and I hope you enjoyed the information about the new product. Reach out to us if you need anything. We're always here for you, and have an excellent week. Thank you.